Confirmation of what residents of Gaza already knew. This is famine.
It is a famine. The Gaza famine. It is a famine that we could have prevented if we had been allowed. Yet food stacks up at borders because of systematic obstruction by Israel.
The Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, or IPC, says famine is confirmed in parts of Gaza, including Gaza City, the site of a major new Israeli offensive. The report says, quote, malnutrition threatens the lives of 132,000 children under 5 through June 2026. The Israeli agency tasked with distributing aid into Gaza rejects the report as, quote, false and biased, accusing it of relying on data from Hamas. This family in Gaza City currently lives on the outskirts of a tent city. Confirmation of famine will come as no surprise to them. Ali Salameh Majid is injured and cannot move easily. He fears the expected evacuation orders from Israel. Where am I supposed to go, he says. I don't even have a tent. I'm in the street. My son has to beg for a piece of bread to feed his siblings. There's nothing to eat, his daughter says. When we go to the charity kitchen, they tell us the food is only for camp residents. My sisters cry from hunger. Salam al-Jidi says her husband cannot walk without the help of her eldest daughter. They do not want to be forced to move yet again. She says it is impossible for things to get worse than this. The Israeli military is intensifying strikes on Gaza City ahead of its planned takeover. This strike on a school filled with displaced Friday. The head of the emergency services in northern Gaza says at least a dozen were killed, many of them children. We have asked the IDF for comment. Israel's Prime Minister says Gaza City is one of the last strongholds of Hamas, and occupying this city is the fastest way to end this war. But this is one of the areas hundreds of thousands from Gaza City will be forced to move to. An Israeli airstrike hits a displacement camp in central Gaza just 30 minutes after the military issued an evacuation order. As emergency crews rush in, people are still packing up, trying to escape. Mohammed Al-Khalut pulls a bag of flour from the debris of where his tent once stood. I have to start all over again, he says. In 1 or 2 months, the same will happen. You live somewhere, you think you are safe, and you get struck again. A rare protest in Gaza City called for Israel to abandon its planned takeover. This man called on the US president to intervene. We say to Donald Trump, he says, if you care about the Nobel Peace Prize, you must stop all the wars, starting with the war on Gaza, which has claimed thousands of our lives.
We are, as ordinary people, we are facing several wars. War of rockets, war of bombs, war of hunger, war of thirst, and war of displacement.
A desperate appeal to the world to wake up and break their silence. Paula Haankok's CNN, Abu Dhabi.